It's the Joel Shit Show, featuring Joel Shit. Hi, welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host, Joel Shit. Alright, today we are going to do Judge of the Superior Court Office number 19, Juez del Tribunal Superior, cargo número 19. We have Julia Alojamiento, who's a deputy district attorney, or a delegada del fiscal del distrito. We also have Bob Camores, who's an attorney in Santa Clara County, abogado en el condado de Santa Clara. Alright. They have both sent prepared statements. Neither one states their age. Julia Alojamiento. We need Deputy District Attorney Julia Alojamiento on the court. As a highly effective prosecutor, she keeps our family safe. Sheriff Lori Smith. Tough prosecutor. Julia Alojamiento has successfully prosecuted thousands of criminals, including violent career criminals and felony domestic violence abusers. She has never lost a felony jury trial. Crime prevention advocate. For juveniles, Julia believes in prevention first. She launched Parent Project, a countywide program to help parents stop their children's gang involvement, truancy, and drug use. She also serves on the Mayor's Gang Prevention Task Force. Julia supports rehabilitation for nonviolent drug offenders. Experienced ethical attorney. Before becoming a criminal prosecutor, Julia litigated complex civil matters. Julia is fair and unbiased. Her broad legal experience and compassion for victims are exactly what we need in a judge. Superior Court Judge Griffin Bonini. Endorsements. Judges, law enforcement, elected officials, community leaders, and educators overwhelmingly endorse Julia. Endorsements include 28 sitting Superior Court judges, San Jose Police Officers Association, State Latino POA, Santa Clara Police Chief Steve Lodge, District Attorney George Kennedy retired, Asian Pacific and Vietnamese Bar Associations, Assemblyman Jim Beal, and Supervisor Ken Yeager. www.votejulia.org. Monel Checky ran for governor. He lost in the primary to Phil Angelides, I believe. He also had a hard-to-spell last name, and he had a commercial where he made fun of it. Perhaps Julia Alojamiento doesn't need to do that because she's only running for judge. I don't know. I'm not one to judge. Bob Camers, a respected lawyer for over 23 years. He holds the highest rating for ethical standards and legal ability, 5.0 of 5 peer review rating, by the leading National Directory of Attorneys, lead attorney with a major law firm in many trials and complex civil cases. Successful at the Court of Appeals, a proven decision maker in difficult commercial and personal injury cases during over 10 years as court-appointed arbitrator. Represented those who couldn't pay. 10-year service award with the Pro Bono Project, volunteer attorney for Habitat for Humanity. Education, University of Arizona Santa Clara Law, graduated 6th of 50, MS in Public Administration, 4.0 GPA. Kind of sounds young when he talks about that, doesn't he? A former Army Ranger leader, Lieutenant Colonel Purple Heart, he will protect against victimizers but supports rehabilitating nonviolent drug offenders and minor offenders. Married, father of 4, 3 daughters and son, coaches kids soccer since 2004. Children's welfare and safety are top priorities, will protect constitutional rights. Bob exemplifies the very best our profession has to offer with exceptional legal skills and complete integrity. Catherine Meyer, past president, Santa Clara County Bar. Endorsements include Court of Appeals Justice Paul Harley, judges including Arthur Bocanegra and Mark Poche, past and present criminal prosecutors, law professors, law enforcement. www.bobcamers.com. That's C-A-O-M-O-R-S. Julia did not use her whole name for her website. So, Julia is a better writer, but she writes in the third person. Both candidates misuse M dashes. They use hyphens. Bob Camers is an inferior writer. He, as a judge, I believe you have to write opinions on things all the time, right? He uses a lot of fragments and not in the way that's cool, but sometimes you have to realize these people have editors, and you look at what they're talking about. Although I do like that Julia served on the Mayor's Gang Prevention Task Force, and she's endorsed by Lori Smith. We've already talked about her. I'm going to have to go with Bob Camers here, a bit of an upset, because he talks about things that matter to me, you know. He talks about where he went to school. No one talks about that. He's a lieutenant colonel, like my grandpa, who turned 90 this month. You know, he's got a bunch of children, and he coaches kids soccer. He doesn't tutor them in English. He coaches kids soccer. He knows what he's good at, and he goes out and he does it. You have to respect that. And so that's why my vote goes for Bob Camers. Sorry, Julia, I would normally vote for you, but Bob just seems like one of those savants who's really good at being a judge, and that's what I want. That's all the time we have for today. Visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com. email Joel at joelshitshow.com.